Today I'll be telling the story of the Swan Lake. Once upon a time there was a forest in which there was a lake. Um, and there was one swan in the lake. And the interesting thing about the swan is that during the daytime the swan remains as the swan. But during the nighttime the swan changes into a beautiful princess by the name Audit. Actually, Audit was under a spell which was casted by an evil wizard known as Roftbath. And Roftbath changed Audit to a swan during the night times. And that spell can only be broken when Audit finds true love. And finding true love is the most difficult thing to do in the world. So she loses her hope and accepts her fate that she can never find true love and she should continue her life as the swan during the during the night during the daytime for the rest of her life. She gets very sad. She gets very sad and upset and loses all of her hope. And not far away from the forest there is a kingdom which had a queen, and the queen also had a son. The name of the prince was the name of the prince was Siegfried. Siegfried, he was very smart, he was very strong, he was also quite handsome, but he was not kind or polite at all. He was always rude to everyone and arrogant. One day his mother wanted to talk to him about his marriage, that he needs to marry someone very soon. But Siegfried replies that he doesn't love anyone, and even the woman who says that they love him only say so because they want to be a queen. They want to be a queen and not my wife. Um, but Siegfried's mother tells him that you don't have any other option. We are running out of time. You need to find a wife and a queen for the kingdom. You need to do something quick. And for now, I'm presenting you with this horse. Its name is Stomper, and I named it Stomper because it's very fearful. And as I said, Siegfried was quite rude, so he told his mother that he doesn't like the horse, and it looks quite average and very weak. But the horse proves him wrong, because it's really fierce, and we can just say it by the look of it. Now, one day, uh, one day, Secret wanted to go out to the jungle to get fresh air. So he took Stomper with him, and he was going through the jungle. As both of them were going through the jungle, Stomper's leg was stuck, and both of them fell. Secret fell off onto some bushes, and these bushes were near the Swan Lake, and there were also flowers by the Swan Lake. And the Secret fell upon the bushes and the flowers. So he got mad at the bushes and the flowers because well, he fell on them and they were hurting him. So he got very mad at them and he started to spoil them. Then exactly at that time the sun had gone down and it became night time, and that's when the swan became Audit. Then Audit walked up to Siegfried and said, "What are you doing? And why are you spoiling the flowers? What have they done to you? You are the one who fell on them. It's not their mistake." Then Siegfried gets very mad and very rude and shouts at Audit that she doesn't know anything about him, that he is a prince and he should not be suffering this much. Then Audit tells him that, "Come on, be kind, and you know what it's gonna make you feel. Being kind is a very good feeling, and if you help someone, and if you help someone, you will find the same amount of happiness in you. Happiness is in helping others, and not in taking something from others." Secret doesn't believe her at first, but she tells him to try it out. So Secret, on his way back to the palace, he finds an old man who comes near Secret asking for drinking water. Secret has only one bottle of drinking water, and he needs it for the rest of his journey. But he tries to be kind and gives the whole bottle to the old man. The old man drinks it and thanks him. And at that moment, Secret knew what Audit meant. As soon as the old man said thank you, his face lit up and he was so happy. Then he knew what exactly Audit was talking about. So he wanted to thank her on the next day. So he on the night of the next day, on the next night, he went into the forest again to meet Audit, and Audit was again in the form of a human being, luckily. And both of them talked, and they spent the whole night together, um, walking through the jungle and swimming through the lake. Both of them became quite close to each other. The next day, as I told you earlier in the story, Secret's mother wanted him to marry someone. But if but as he found no one, um, his mother has fixed him a marriage and needs to choose one of them to marry. So he danced with all of the potential queens, and he didn't like none of them. While dancing with them, the only thing he was able to think about was Odette, and that's when he realized he was in love with Odette. So he went near Odette and confessed his feelings. But then Odette told him everything about why she can become the queen, because she is under the spell of an evil witch, Rafterbot. But and when she says Siegfried that only true love can break my spell, then Siegfried says, "Okay, I'll do anything for you. Just show me where's Rafterbot, and I will negotiate with him, and I will give him whatever he wants." Then out of the blue, um, Rockford appears, and he says that it's not that easy um, to to sacrifice something for true love. It's something that is quite extremely rare. But tells that no, I really do truly love her. I can do anything. Then Rothbard, he smiles evilly, he grins evilly, and then he turns Siegfried into a swan and tries to leave the place. And he wants both of them to suffer very much. Then actually at that moment, Siegfried had Stomper with him. So after Siegfried got converted into a swan by the evil witch of Rothbard, Secret Swords Stomper kicked kicked Rothbard, and Stomper broke his wand. So without his evil wand, without his magical witchy wand, there's nothing Rothbard could do. So Rothbard ran away from there, and he and as soon as Stomper broke the wand of Rothbard, both of them got converted back into normal human beings. From that day, both of them got married and lived happily ever after. And Stomper was also highly admired. Not only Stomper was highly admired, um, in fact, Siegfried started to treat everyone with lots of love and with lots of love and respect. Everyone respected Siegfried, Stomper, and Odette as their as rightful king and queen. From that day, they had no other problems, and if they had any, both they took care of them. They lived happily ever after. Thank you.